We're sorry, the number you have reached is not in service. Please check the number or try your call again. This is a recording.
Guess what? We're back. It's time for this year's first edition of ETV Magazine.
I'm Lisa McGaffin.
And I'm Austin Antoldi.
Did you know that the school's budget is being affected dramatically?
Yeah, isn't there like fewer janitors or something like that?
Building budgets have been cut a bunch, and that goes to the buildings and kind of buy a classroom to buy a lot of the supplies for that class. Some classes need more than others, like a science lab, an art classroom needs a lot more supplies maybe than a finance room.
Personally, it means that I have to fork out more money out of my pocket to pay for certain supplies or certain things that I need to run my classrooms.
For instance, larger class sizes. I think it's easier to get lost in the back of a room. I think it's harder for the teacher to address the needs of every student in that room.
Dr. Kelly discusses certain class cuts already put into place.
I think we're just now starting to see cuts towards what happens with students in different programs and like that. Our IDL lab this year was cut tremendously. All the first level courses were cut. So we remained intact as far as keeping the second level.
School budget cuts have seemed sudden, but they've been happening for years.
Over the past probably 20 years, I've seen such a drastic change in what's happened in classrooms and what's happened at the state level.
Principals and teachers work together and make those kind of decisions, but they've been cut over 50% in the last 5 years.
We tried to keep those cuts the past 3 to 5 years away from the kids and away from having that type of situation in classes. But obviously at this point, we're to a point where we have to make some cuts, and they're going to affect kids also.
In order to avoid affecting the classroom and students, cuts were first made among the custodial staff. Rob Weingartner tells us more.
Our department has been cut by four personnel. A little different than we're doing last year is we're only cleaning half the building, so it's not as much added to each person. For me in the morning now, instead of maybe getting to basic maintenance needs as far as plumbing or electrical things that are going on, that's kind of getting pushed back each day because of having to clean in the morning that doesn't get done at night. I just think I think they did a decent job. It's just it was a lot all at once, and it's taken a little getting used to, but I think we'll manage just fine.
There are many opinions as to what school activities should be cut. Dr. Kelly tells us some of the possibilities.
We have people out there that say they would like to see all athletics and activities cut. We have people out there that say we should go back to the basics, just our core classes that we have. I feel like our kids have the need for opportunities other than just school.
I feel like the government or the state should support more of our programs and give more funds to the school, because at the end of the day, we're trying to educate future leaders.
Obviously, people were supportive of schools when I was growing up, and I think it's very important they support schools now, especially public schools.
For ETV Magazine, I'm Blake Schwartz.
Teens getting pregnant nowadays is still a big deal. Eisenhower has a class called Human Growth and Development.
In this class, you learn the do's and the don'ts of taking care of a baby in a high-tech way.
But it's not just any fake baby. This thing acts like the real thing.
Oh yeah. I went down to Diskin's room to find out how the process actually works. Many students are in Human Growth Development, a class where you can learn about taking care of a newborn and experiencing what it is like to have a newborn for a weekend with the Real Care Baby program.
I think it's a pretty good program. I mean, It's a good chance to learn how it would be like to have a kid.
I think it's a wonderful way for students to learn the schedule of a newborn baby and to get an experience with it.
I used it at Cape and Mount Carmel before I came here, and I found it to be very effective, so I went ahead and implemented it here.
The Real Care Baby program can show what teen pregnancy can lead to.
Well, it's not a good thing, but it happens, and if you're going to be a teen that's pregnant, you better take care of it.
Well, I know someone who actually had a baby at the age of 16, and I don't recommend getting pregnant at that age because it changes your life forever. She couldn't do all the things she wanted to at that time, and now that she looks back, she even regrets it even more.
Okay, so they have a computer inside of them. It's all wireless. I go ahead and I program it into my computer, a schedule, which I can pick either easy, medium, hard, or random. And in human growth, they get to pick what their setting is. So a lot of them pick easy. I do not allow a babysitter key. So that makes it difficult for kids if they have something going on. They have to learn how to adjust and realize they can't do whatever they want when they want.
Although donating blood is not for everyone, it turns out the fall blood drive was tremendous.
Many students showed up to help out the cause.
The lines got a bit backed up, but I don't think many of the students mind missing class.
If you miss this time, they are coming back in the spring.
Coming up next, it's back on the show.
Changing it up a bit this year, Ike Sports is coming back right after this break, so stay tuned.
This world has fallen under great tragedy. An epidemic is spreading amongst our young. Sensory neural damage to the cochlea. It gets in your ears, it can never go away. There is no cure, but it can be treated. Signs and symptoms can include loss of balance, reduced attention in class with declining grades, withdrawal from daily activities and friends, ringing in your ears, and a foggy head. Once you lose your hearing, you can never get it back. It can't be cured, but it can be prevented. Listen responsibly. Turn it down.
Welcome to Ike Sports. New year, new anchors.
That's right. New faces, same show. It's time for your doses of sports. I'm Cam Van Bradley.
And I'm his partner in crime, Sam the Man Diebler.
Plenty of things have happened in the past couple of weeks. The football team has defeated May South and Andover to start off with a bang to the season.
The soccer team had a crazy shootout victory over Goddard.
And the volleyball team has been dominant. But before all of these sports kicked off, we had an event that showcased all of these teams. That event was Night at the Ike.
Night at the Ike was very successful this year as they had a great turnout to watch both high school and middle school fall sports to be introduced.
There were also scrimmages for the football and soccer teams so that the players and coaches have one last prep before their season begins.
Other highlights of the night included a dunk tank where some familiar faces, including Mr. Stockstill, Mr. Conrad, and Clara Hirsch, were all being dunked into the tank full of water.
You should have seen me. I was dunking people left and right.
Cam, we all know that's a lie.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sam.
Well, let's get back on topic. Night at the Ike was also for a great cause. Sales from the event helped benefit the Eisenhower Booster Club.
A successful night with a great turnout, tons of fun in sports. Sounds like a lot of fun to me.
I agree with you 100%, Cam Bam.
Next up here on Ike Sports, a new concussion system has emerged that many players are now familiar with.
The Sway system is a new tool that our trainer Jason Parks is now using on and off the field to help protect our athletes from major damage that a concussion can inflict on a player.
I'll get the scoop on this new system.
Concussions normally occur when a person is hit hard in the head by either another person or an object. Concussions are obviously not very fun to have due to all the side effects.
A lot of the time it just hurts. You feel like you got like a constant headache. You can't really do much because if your head starts hurting, you can't concentrate or anything.
You feel really dizzy, light hurts. When you look up, you just see black, basically. That's a bad case.
A new system was introduced this year to try and easily detect if a person has a concussion or not. It is called the Sway system.
Well, the system changed due to the fact that the Sway system that we are going with now is more of an on-the-field tool.
Teams are drastically affected when a player is taken out for any type of injury. This is no different for concussions.
Soccer, or just like any team sport, when a player is not able to participate due to any injury, there's a lot of juggling that has to go around just to have people ready to back that person up, whoever needs to come out.
Well, I can support them by the sideline, but I can't really get into the plays and help them that way.
Although new, the sway system has already made life easier for our trainer and the coaches.
Well, it makes it easier as far as it's right there. Like I get results right there as far as testing balance and testing reaction time.
The thing I like about the new system is that we can test kids during the game instead of the old system where we had to bring them into the library. We can take them into the locker room and use the iPad, and we can test them right away and have feedback and kind of give us a baseline of whether or not the kid can play or not.
Coaches and athletes alike think that the new system is helpful and interesting.
I like it. It's pretty hard when you stand up on one foot because I'm not a good balance, so I probably got 0. Like, I had a concussion when I first took it, but it's all right. I think it's better than the last one.
I like the way it's more interactive with the athletes. It's actually physically measuring some things rather than just some questions, and I think it's a good tool for the trainer and coaches to use to see if the player has a concussion.
Trainers and coaches everywhere know just how severe concussions can be. Here are a few tips if you feel like you may have one.
Just make sure even if your head hurts or anything, go tell Jason, go tell the trainer, go tell your coach. Don't play it off, because in the long run, it's not good.
Trust your feelings. If you're having a headache, know what the symptoms are. Your headache, you're dizzy, you feel nauseous, any type of memory loss, remembering how you got hit, what you were doing before you got hit.
For IKE Sports, I'm Cameron Bradley.
Why the heck are you wearing a helmet, Cam?
It's to protect me from getting a concussion. My mommy wants me to be more careful.
All right, Cam, whatever you say. Let's get on to our fall sports report.
All right, let me get this off then. All right, it's the time you've all been waiting for. An update on all of our fall sports teams. This is as of October 5th. First off, we have football.
Football has had an incredible season so far as they have had great wins against May South and Andover. They were ranked 8th in 5A going into week 4 of the season. It is looking as if they're bound to have their best season yet. They are sitting at 2-3. Next up, soccer.
Soccer has started out this season well as they are sitting at 3-5-2. They defeated Goddard for the first time ever in an incredible shootout win. That was for 3rd place in the Goddard tournament, which is their best finish in the tournament as a team. Coach Summers says they are a very young team this year with quite a few freshmen playing varsity. Sam takes you to volleyball now.
Volleyball is undefeated in league play after playing all of the teams in their league and are sitting in 1st place in their league halfway through the season. Overall, the record is 17-5.
Cross country has had a great year so far, as Sierra Brose and Grant Clothier have both set new school records earlier in the season. Coach Taylor told us that the team is good on the individual side of things, but they still need to work on being a team. This showed in the Southeast Invite this year as 15 out of the 19 runners set new personal records.
The girls tennis team has been doing great this year as well. They have taken either 1st or 2nd at almost all of the tournaments that they have competed in and look to keep that up for the rest of their season.
Girls golf has brought home some hardware this year. They have finished top 3 in each tournament except for their first one. This includes a 2nd place finish at Dodge City and a 1st place finish at Salina South.
Well, that just about wraps things up here at IKE Sports.
We hope you enjoyed our segment and would like to hear any feedback from you guys. Follow us on Twitter. Our handle is @IKESportsNews. Tell us what you thought about the show.
We'll also be tweeting updates from your favorite sports here at Eisenhower, so give us a follow.
I guess this is where we sign off, isn't it? I don't want to go yet.
It's okay, Cam. We'll have plenty of other episodes in the future.
Great! Well, signing off, I'm Cam Van Bradley.
And I'm Sammy Diebler. See you next time.
Now it's time for the lovely ladies from the segment Both Ends of the Spectrum. Entertainment is coming up right after this.
Hey, do you want to change the world and have a lot of fun in the process? Come on, check this out, come on. Hey, check this out.
like that. Too, but you probably want to get one of these.
Wait, do I have something in my teeth?
Oh no, is it? When do we go?
It's a cord.
It's
already.
Oh my god!
Hiya.
What's up, Eisenhower? I'm Emma.
And I'm also Emma. Welcome to Both Ends of the Spectrum, a new thing here at ETV HQ, where every month we'll pick a new topic to talk about.
This time, we're talking about mindset.
Or the way your thinking changes from freshman year.
I don't really think that I care as much as I used to.
I think I'm definitely a little bit more mature and a little more focused.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm a little more mature since freshman year. You don't really see yourself changing much when you live through it. But generally, juniors and seniors are a little more focused on college. Emma, what's your mindset on right now?
Pizza.
But in all seriousness, for me, we're kind of raised twice, you know? Once when you're a kid by your parents, and then from teen to adult in high school by the people you're around.
Yeah, I kind of get that. You're here more than you are at home most days anyways, and if you are home, you're either doing homework or sleeping.
Honestly though. And as a senior, I've been doing this for the past 3 years.
Speaking of which, what's your opinion on seniority?
You know what I'm gonna say. Seniors get all of it.
Hey now, freshmen aren't just there to be dismissed. We're people too.
Yeah, but some seniors deserve a little more respect. I mean, we have done this longer, and a lot of students, not just seniors, will agree with me.
Yeah, but they don't have to be jerks about it.
That's true. Just be a good person, and most of them need some common sense. But you know what makes me laugh is the people at this school get so worked up over things like when people step out of line. It doesn't even have to be a freshman.
Yeah, some people just take things way too seriously.
They kind of deserve some of the better parts, while as freshmen you haven't earned it yet.
To an extent, seniors should have some special privileges. They have been here for 4 years.
Okay, but no, you're a freshman, so can you explain to me why so many of your classmates is that annoying?
Hey, wait, not all of us are annoying. It's just some of us are a little more mature than others.
Yeah, okay. But that's true. People have different opinions on why they dislike and like some of the freshmen.
They tend to be a little bit more immature.
They're used to being like top dog 8th grade, but then they come into high school and they're bottom of the food chain.
They can tend to be a little bit more annoying.
Because they're mean. They're kind of new here. They're not used to it.
Because they kind of get more mean every year, and I wasn't that mean coming into freshman year.
Well, that's almost it for the Emmas today. We've got a few quick things to talk about.
As you can see, we have quite a setup on our desk here.
Every show it'll be a different setup. Your job is to find out what's different.
The first right answer to be given to Mr. Diebler and 225, you can grab a free pop or candy of your choice.
So pay attention and tune in next time for another interesting topic. Again, I'm Emma.
And I'm also Emma. We'll see you next time on Both Ends of the Spectrum.
See ya!